Hello, friends, and welcome to the spot. If this is your first time here, my name is Carson, and to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I want to apologize about the last video. I stated that I was going to read two chapters in one video, but my camera cut off, so I wasn't able to finish the previous chapter. But in this video, we are going to read two chapters in one video. Thank you so much for all the likes and subscribers. Let's get into it and finish and see what Junie Jones has going on. In the last chapter, just to give a recap, if this is your first time here, Junie Jones was trying to convince her parents to allow her to sleep in the bed with them. Uh, she was trying everything. She brought her dog in the bed, all her stuffed animals. Then she eventually went in, went into her parents' room and got in the bed, and her mom became upset with her and took her back to her room. Uh, and then after that, one of her friends informed her that she could vacuum the monster up with a vacuum. So that's where we currently are, trying to see what happens next. Uh, let's get started. Chapter 6, Flat Souls. Oh, sorry. I went a little ahead of myself, but we're going to find out what happens next. Flat Soul. The next day at school, I was pooped and tired. I opened one eye with my fingers and I drew a picture of art. It didn't turn out professional. After that, I held my head with my hands and I waited for school to be over. Me and Grace rode home on the bus together. I yawned and yawned. Darn it, Grace, I wish you never told me that monsters can turn invisible, 'cause now I can't even close my eyes at night. I can, said that Grace. That's because I don't have a monster under my bed anymore. My mom figured out how to get rid of it. My eyes got big and wide. How, Grace? How did she do that? Easy, said that Grace. First, she sucked it up in the vacuum. Then she put the vacuum cleaner bag in the trash compartment. And she squished the monster into a flat so. Just then, I hugged and hugged that girl, 'cause that was brilliant, of course. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. 'Cause I have a vacuum cleaner right in my own home, and so I can do that too, probably. After I got off the bus, I zoomed in my house, speedy fast. Grandma Miller, I know how to get rid of the monster, I said. The monster, I hollered. Then I ran into the closet and got Mother's vacuum, and I pulled that big thing all the way to my room. Grandma Miller came to my door. I told her all about how to get rid of the monster, and guess what? She was a good sport about it. First, she plugged the vacuum cleaner in the wall, then she put it under the bed, and she sucked the monster right out of there. Hooray, hooray, you got him. You got the monster, Grandma. I yelled, thrilled. Hopefully y'all can see that. Sorry about that. All right. Keep her moving. Grandma Miller ran run with the bag to the kitchen and she threw it in the trash can. There, that ought to do the trick, she said, very happy. I looked and looked at the trash can. Then I did a teeny frown. Only here's the problem, Grandma. You didn't actually put the bag in the trash compartment. And that is what turns the monster into a falsetto. Grandma Miller smiled. Yes, but this house doesn't have a trash compartment, Junie B, she said. Your your monster will just have to stay in the vacuum cleaner bag. My frown got bigger. Yeah, but if he leaks out, what if he leaks out, Grandma? Then maybe he might float in the air all the way back to my room, and he will get under my bed again. Grandma Miller tapped on the counter with her fingers. Then her cheeks filled up with air, and she let it out really slow. Okay, How about this? What if I take it outside? I'll take the bag outside and I'll push it way down in the big garbage can, and then I'll push the lid really tight so he cannot get out. Yeah, but he still won't be a flat so, I said, very whiny. Just then, Grandma Miller got flustered in her. She grabbed the vacuum cleaner bag and ran outside. Then she put it on Then she put it on the driveway and she got in her car and she backed up over that thing with her tires. Pretty soon she came back in the house. She brushed her hands together. There. Now it's a flatso, she said, kind of growly. After she left, I got on the couch and I stared very nervously at the driveway. Because guess why? A car is not a trash compartment. That's why. All right, on to chapter 7. Snarls and Snuffles. That night I heard snarls under my bed. Mother said it was my imagination. No, it's not my imagination, I said. I can hear snarls, plus also I can hear snores and snuffles and drool. Mother rolled her eyes way up to the ceiling. Honestly, Junie B, where in the world do you get this stuff? She asked. I thought and thought. It just automatically comes in my head, I said. It's a gift, I think. After that, I began to sleep in her bed. But mother said, I begged to sleep in her bed. But mother said no. Then daddy said no, too. You have to trust us, Junie B, he said. We will never let anything hurt you. There's nothing in your room to be afraid of. And so that's how come I had to sleep in my own bed for the whole entire night. Plus, also, I had to sleep there the next night, and the next night, and the next night after that, too. That was the night when things, that was the night when the worst thing of all happened, because I accidentally slept too much, and the monster must have crawled on my bed, because in the morning there was drool on my pillow. I screamed very now loud when I felt it. Help, help, help. There's drool, there's drool. I told you, I told you this would happen. I told you monsters would come. I ran in mother and daddy's room and showed them my pillow. Mother held her head. When is this ever going to end? She said. When are you ever going to realize that there is no such thing as monsters? She didn't wait for me to answer. Everyone drools on their pillows sometimes, she said. It doesn't mean you're a baby. Your mouth just opens when you're sleeping and you drool a little bit. It's no big deal, and it's not from monsters. After that, she went out of her room to the kitchen, and Daddy went to get Oli. I crawled into her bed and counted my piggy toes. Good news. There was 10. That day at kindergarten, she had a surprise for us. It was called our school pictures were back. It was called our school pictures were back from the cheese man. She passed them out to us. Lucy got hers first. My eyes popped out at those. Lucy, look how gorgeous they are. They are gorgeous pictures I ever saw, I said. Lucy fluffed her fluffy dress. I know they are gorgeous. That's how I look, Junabe. I can't even help it. After that, Lucy stood up at the table. And she held up her pictures for everyone to see. Miss said, sit down to her. Just then she bent down next to me and she smoothed my hair. Junabe, honey, you might want to have your pictures taken again, she said. kind of quiet. Then she handed me my envelope. Real secret, so nobody could see. I sneaked a peek at those. My stomach felt shaking inside. I looked like I smelled stink, I said. I quick tried to hide my pictures, but Lucy grabbed them away from me. Ew, gross, she said, Junie. Junie looks gross. I tried to grab them back. Yeah, only these are not even your beeswax, madam. I yelled, very mad. Only too bad for me, 'cause lots of other kids already saw them, and they laughed and laughed at those things. Finally, I grabbed the pictures back and I hid them in my coat. I did not take to room 9 for the whole I did not talk to room 9 for the whole rest of the day. And that was the end of those 2 chapters of Junie has a monster under her bed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.